a few minutes, like 3 minutes, to make sure everything is up and running. Actually, I only fix that stream cord link or stream cord announcement. I need to fix that. Come on, fix it. Hello. There is no chance. Okay. Do that. And the link should be up there. Copy. And those. Sweet. Alright. So we should be good, right? Alright, hey, what is up, everybody? Thank you for giving Shira treats and water, as always. So yes, I'm gonna do the intro. Hey guys, it's Blinky here, and for this stream, we're going to let Shira take her break as intended by Battering. So, we have a lot of unlocked things to go through. We have guild leaves, we got our in-room that she has personal access to. And also, we can finally check around other guilds. Minus the ones that are not redeemable yet, because they're only through channel point redeems, which is to unlock a combat job. So the only way for Shira to learn other combat jobs is by spending those Twitch points, which are only channel points, which is only exclusive on the Twitch stream, on the Twitch channel, not through YouTube. To make sure that if you want Shira to learn, for example, Marauder, you have to spend the points, type in Marauder, and then Shira will learn Marauder. And then we'll set aside a time for when she can go become a Marauder. We'll still do the level 1 quests, level up a bit, and then we'll just leave it there until it is time to change the job or to change the class. Then we'll have to do that. But yes, so for now, in terms of joining other guilds, it will have to be blacksmith, armorer, culinarian, and fisher. So those are the only things that are currently exclusive in Limsa that Shira we will learn. Also, yesterday on the 24th or 24th, there is a new event happening, which is called Hatching Tide, which is pretty much the Easter version of the real world that we will have Shira go through at some point. But not right now, unless there is extra time, then probably. Oh, and also if Shira reaches a certain level, I think she has to be at least level 30, level 15 in order to make it. But we'll see. Also, this is technically her first time having recommended duties. So let's take a look. See, recommended duties. The recommendations list displays quests or duties that's currently available in your area. Highlighting an item in the list will display further information regarding the duties, such as location. Recommendations are helpful for finding quick guild and experience, or simply confirming if there are any quests or hunting log targets in the area you might have missed. And let's increase the scale so we can see it in there. And it's already in our little main menu. If we can find recommendation. Just one for recommendations. Oh, here, in duty. So let me increase this. And I'm gonna put it right over here. So if there's any quests that needs to be pretty much taken for clearing a side quest, here you go. All right, Shira. Let's take a look. See. What do you want to do first, Shira? The Fisher is down there, so let's go down here and let's use our sprint. There's a lot of eggs on the floor. And ooh, these lamps. Oh, that's a chocobo. That's so cute. Yeah, look at all these eggs. A little egg decor over here. We have an Ethernet shard. Let's attune to that. Add that to the Ethernet. Now we have access to the Fisherman's Guild. Alright. Let's have Shira learn to be a fisher. Well, a well-wishing welcome to you, adventurer friend. You've worked your way to the fisherman's bottom. When you want fish for just a day, you can call a culinarian. But we fishermen feast for life. I've set the bait. Think you're ready to bite. You wish to join the Fisherman's Guild? Yes. Hooray, hooray! Looks like we got a live one. Let me walk you through the life of a fisherman in Limsa. Since we're surrounded by the seas, the fishing sites are a fisherman's delight. If you can't fish it here, you can't fish it anywhere. While some of us rope our fish with rods and reels, others skim the seabed with nets for creepy crawly critters. You might say we cast a white net. People prattle about our pullers just about anywhere in Nimza. And there's much and more I haven't mentioned. We shepherd the ships, preside over the ports, manage the mongers, all while making sure not to leave any adventurers out to sea. I'll wager you prefer to work alone, but we'll start you off with the rod and reel. Now, you may not necessarily net the numbers net fishing yields, but pole fishing positively pulls prettier prizes. And that's the long and short of it. When you're ready for another bite of bait, I'll reel you in before the guildmaster. Alright, let's join in. Sorry, had to clear the throat. I hate to hear you had a change of heart. You haven't, have you? Way of the Fisher. Namulika would have you reaffirm your desire to join the Fisherman's Guild. Except, spoken truly like a true bespoke fisherwoman. Well then, it's time you met the guildmaster. Unfortunately, and somewhat ironically, our nefarious netmaster is out fishing at the moment. This moment and every moment, that is. So Poo tends to tend to tasks that require tending to. I feel like our reception is lost for words. There's a problem. Such as deciding whether you'll sink or swim with our guild. Poo's reciting over those pools. Whenever you decide to say hello, she might seem somewhat standoffish, but she's only keeping an eye out for sharks. Be yourself and you have nothing to worry about. Oh, hello, Poo. Let's join in. Yes, save your breath. I've heard every word between you and the Mulika. Though I know she's told you my role here. As she said, Awalago's supposed to be the guildmaster, but apparently he has bigger fish to fry. So all his work falls to me. That includes making sure our new fish aren't shellfish, idiots, or potential anemones. You passed the first test by not laughing at that awful joke. I'm sorry, Cece, but I finally laughed at that. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Now you only need the right answer to this question. Are you prepared to fish like you've never fished before? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Are you prepared to fish like you never fished before? Yes, ma'am. Well, you're smarter than the majority of bond dwellers that find their way here. Welcome to the guild. Now, this wouldn't be much of a guild if we send you out to sea with only a pole and a prayer. So I suppose I could spare you a few pearls of wisdom. Nevertheless, you're still going to need that pole and prayer, so I can at least provide you with the former. Here you go. 1 out of 2 isn't bad. I'll even throw in these lugworms, since you're not like to get far without bait. The rods we bestow upon our fish are priceless objects, which is to say they don't cost anything. Once you know what you're doing, you'll probably want a proper one. But in the meantime, let's see if you can figure out how to hold your pole. Ready the one I gave you and your lessons can begin. Alright, we got a fishing rod and wow, 99 lugworms. We are ready. Fisher unlocked. You unlock a new class. You can change to this class at any time by equipping the tool received from this quest. When changing classes, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may then use them to switch between classes instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. A button for the gear set interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. So it's probably oh, this one? A gear set. Yeah. So we can add in our gear set for Arcanist. Oh, we already have things for stuff. Let's equip. These are so tiny. Alright, we're gonna add in our fisher. I have a fisher. Alright. So now, the problem is, we have all these buttons in our hotbar that we cannot use. Cannot stay in our hotbar. We have to remove all of them. But however, we do have the command panel. So, what I'm gonna do, I know this is kind of cheating at first, but we cannot do it. To be honest, I cannot do it properly. You have to put the command panel here. So, I tap on the command panel. We're still up to 4 things. So now, let's put some of our actions here so we can fish to our heart's content. Yes. Cast and the hook. Yeah, we have that. Alright. So we have our buttons. We are ready to fish. So quit means you quit. Cast light is you just light the tip of your rod, and rest means you don't fish, but you still are ready to fish, but you don't fish. So yeah. Alright, let's see what you hear. Readying your line. To fish, you must first change your class of fisher by equipping a rod in your main hand. Already did that? If the body of water you are near is fishable, the icon for the cast action will glow. Determine the bait to apply to your line by selecting the bait action and then checkmarking the desired item from the list that appears. Some bait can be only used in certain locations or for landing certain types of fish. Bait and tackle can be harvested, made by disciples of the hand, or purchased from various merchants or fieldcraft vendors. Always make sure your inventory is stocked before heading out into the wild. Changing classes. Your main weapon determines your current class. Changing classes is as easy as equipping a different type of weapon or tool to your main hand slot. When playing more than one class or job, gear sets allow you to save several different combinations of equipment and swap them at your leisure. A button for the gear set interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. So this one here. Create a new gear set to make sure that you have them ready and to go. And then if you want to do it, just double click to switch. Or you can just right click and equip set, but I feel like double clicking it will be easier. Alright. CC Poo. My first fishing rod. We're gonna be doing this first. CC Poo would like to assign you your first task. You're looking quite formidable. Let's hope you don't scare all the fish away. Now, the first rule of fishing is to hold onto your rod. Take care of your rod, and the rod will take care of you. Let me know if I'm going too fast for you. Since you're new here, we're going to start small, and they don't come much smaller than anchovies. You find schools of anchovies swimming around outside in Galadian Bay. You can catch your meager supper without even walking 10 yalms. Anchovies are hardly the most cunning fish in the sea, making them an ideal first assignment. Simply bait a hook with some of those lures I gave you, dip in the water, and the fish will practically catch themselves. To catch the minced anchovies or sea poop, first select a suitable lure using the bait action. Next, approach the water, use the cast action, begin fishing. When you feel a tug on your line, use the hook action to reel in your catch. And we also have a fishing log. Your fishing log contains invaluable information on everything from fishing hole locations to detailed fish data to personal records. The log can be found under logs and in your main menu. Okay, logs, fish guide. Wow, there's so many fish. You got all them fish. And you have redfish. 15 pages of fish. So much fish. Alright, Galadian Bay. This is the Galadian Bay. Did not 10 yalms away. She said 10 yalms away, right? Oh, I don't want to do back in the water. I'm not doing that. Oh, just right here? Alright, bait. Lugworm. Okay. Right here. Fishing. After using the cast action to cast your line into the water, you need to simply sit back and wait for a bite. When the fish bites, you will not only see the line being tugged, but hear it. While fish is on the line, use the hook action to attempt to reel in your catch. Your chances of successfully reeling in a fish after hooking it are directly affected by the fish type and your gathering rating. So her gathering rating is a 22. 22. It's enough. Yeah. Guessing this is the place because she said 10 yalms. 10 yalms is not really that far at all. Yeah. I'm just guessing here. Hook. We got a strip of malm kelp. This is for the Naminsa lower decks. Oh, fishing log here. Which one's the... Is this the Galadian Bay? Like, I want to know where the Galadian Bay is. Like, if we're gonna be extremely legit here. Let's check. Middle, Rogue River, Zephyr Gate, the Ageless Nim River. Not there. Let's check the lower in the ocean. Morning Window, Madman Bridge, the Eyes. Way, Salt Strand. Are you sure it's just only in Limsa? High Island. Anchor Yard. Missing member. I'm trying to look for the Galadian Bay with... Is there it's gonna be in the western? Brewers, Docks, Bookkeep, Nosh, Airport. Not here though, but all these are like further. But yeah, I think it's over here. The one other. Oh, we went from ghost car to truck car. Hello. Truck car. The truck car, ghost car. Miska Muska. Oh, we found an anchovy. And that was easy. Okay, I guess we'll just keep fishing in this one specific spot now. Finger shrimp. Hmm. Hello, people. We have 2 people over here in my screen. Just don't jump in running back and forth. Welcome, welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. Merlthor Gobi. Still looking for some anchovies. I think these 2 are just chilling. You have 2 friends just chilling here. They're just enjoying the life. While Shira continues to fish. Let the lady fish. Keep getting finger shrimps. I need anchovies, please. Chum. Reduces the amount of time for the next fish to bite. Well, I got 400. With that. Move it. Look. Dang, more finger shrimps. I don't need finger shrimps. I need anchovies. Oh, give me shrimps. I need anchovies. Gosh. Yeah, I swear, if she gets another shrimp. Yeah, okay, okay. If she gets a shrimp or a goby, can you please get an anchovy? I'm trying not to rhyme here. I'm trying not to rap. I'm not a rapper. There we go. I'll do that again. 2 more times. Picking those levels like it's candy at this point. Okay, one more. One more, please. One more. Yeah, one more. It's so wild. Someone named their character John Celibacy. Oh my gosh. Luna Unalesca. Gosh, Final Fantasy 10 reference for Unalesca. Hello, people. Alright, Sisipu, I have come to bargain. Anchovies swim off every shore of Limsa, so you can bring them back from anywhere you like, so long as it's not for the fishmongers. Alright, Limsa anchovies. Small saltwater fish from massive schools resembling colossal sea creatures to discourage predators from approaching. There you go. Check out these fish. Dang. Look at those tiny fish. Here, chovy chovy. Here, chovy chovy. Fair flock of feisty fish you got, giddy guppy. Careful they don't slip out of sight. Oh my gosh. Who are you? Wawalago. What? To do what we do oh to do to what do we owe the pleasure? Oh, sorry, I can't even say it. A guild master's got to get after the copies, dividing up the daily drudgery, picking out the proper portable, and some such support and service. And who gets after the guildmaster? You have books to balance, you know. Books you should be balancing. I did my best to balance the books, but the bilge keel bent the boat, bouncing the whole batch off the boat. That's not what... You know it was just an expression. But that's neither here nor there. So long as you keep at the bit, Shira. Our books will balance themselves. Don't let that go to your head, of course. Any beginner can snag some anchovies, but you need to experiment with different lures and explore new waters if you want to catch the big ones. Fundamentals are fine, but the fun is fishing for new finds. Like my uncle always said, fishing's like philandering. You never know what you'll catch. And with those well-spoken words of wisdom, we will leave you to your wiles. The next Fisher quest will be available from Sipu on reaching level 5. I mean, she's already level. Awesome, we got a shirt. Take it. Take the shirt. Whip it with pride. I'm guessing she's gonna wear a rich hat too. Oh my goodness. Alright, CC Poo, what you got? Bigger fish to fry. CC Poo has a pile in mind for you. I smell that you haven't been neglecting your duties. Commendable attitude. No one's ever gotten worse at anything by practicing. No one I know at least. And again, you can't expect the same old tricks to work with new fish. Big ones don't grow to be that way, chasing everything that wiggles on the hook. To catch the fish you want, you must first know what the fish wants. Only once the price is at stake can you tantalize and tempt your prey to taste the forbidden tackle. Anchovies may be willing to settle for lugworms, but harbor herring has a discerning palate that prefers pill bugs. But don't take my word for it. Go and see for yourself. Pick up some pill bugs from Cine Hill over in West Hawker's Alley, and use them to catch 3 local harbor herring, like anchovies caught right outside. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, I caught the anchovies inside. I'm supposed to go outside. Oh shoot. Okay, I will have to go to Middle Lanosia, I guess. Oops. In case you have a mind to return to your previous spot, you know that fish aren't as foolish as most might think. Keep casting your line in the same waters, and you'll find that fewer folk take the bait. All right. So we gotta go to West Hawkers. Oh, there's Ghost Ka. Hi, Ghost Ka. Welcome back. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. We got Truck Ka and Ghost Ka. All right, we have to look for Cine Hill. You. Okay. Items. Must have pill bugs. I want to take 99 of your freshest pill bugs. 99 pill bugs. Alright. Can I ask? I want to go all the way to the east. Go all the way to the east. And let's have our pill bugs at the ready. I should probably get a command, a bot command for whoever is wondering why I do something, I'm only using this command panel, they can just put exclamation point 5x5. Ooh, someone's rocking the Cloud Strife gear. Let's go. Alright. Excuse me, excuse me. Can I get here, please? Okay. I want to go on this river. The Rogue River. Alright, let's fish. And fish in these waters here. Hopefully we can get 3 harbor herrings. Should I go outside? So I'm taking her word for it to go outside. Otherwise it will be nothing bites. The bait you are using may not be suited to this location. Huh? Um I'm trying to get Shira up there. In order to jump. Okay. I'll try here then. Over these bigger waters. Guessing the smaller waters don't work. She said go outside, but I'm... Oh, here we go. Maybe these are the harbor herrings we're looking for. Hey! Let's go! We're gonna chum this so we can get quicker cast and hooks. This is why you gotta pay attention to dialogue, people, and not having to rely on your wikis. I'm kidding. I really appreciate everybody. We appreciate all the gamers. Sea cucumber. I think it has to be a 2 exclamation points, not 1. Yeah, maybe do a regular cast and hook. Maybe chum forces it to be a 1. And as for regular casting, I might have a chance to get a 2. Let's see. But I did get pill bugs, so you should be fine. It's okay. Like anything reeling in regular stuff should be fine. Oh, ooh, ocean cloud. Nice. We get new fish. Keep getting new fish. That's good. New fish is always good. Oh, that's a 2. That means that's a harbor herring. Real. Nice. One more. Gotta get those harbor herrings. Nice, nice. Loving it. Awesome. Oh, we got a large? Oh, we learned sneak. Alright, let's do fish size. The higher your perception rating, the better chance you have of landing a large size fish. Depending on the variety, it may be useful for mooching. Oh, well, I don't... Okay, don't know how to do that, but... Sneak. The Disciple of the Land action Sneak allows you to conceal yourself from enemies so that you may log, mine, or fish without fear of being attacked. Be mindful, however, that this ability is not effective against enemies with levels significantly higher than your own. Well, I mean... Oh, I need one more harbor herring. Oops. I need one more. I thought I had another one. I got a coral butterfly, though. Which is a large bite, I guess. I don't think we're going to get targeted with this. Should be fine, because... since we're in a much lower level area, I don't think they're... like, aggressive. I don't think they're aggressive. Pretty sure there are... these are enemies that won't attack you unless you attack them. So don't piss them off. Oh my goodness, can I get a 2? Please. Good things come to those who wait. Lanosia 1 points. We're getting achievements left and right. That's good. Ooh, 2. Okay. This has to be the harbor herring. A 2 is a harbor herring. Coral butterfly again, please. I need a harbor herring. Yes. Let's go. Alright, let's leave. And yeah, she wouldn't want to just fall down. Fall down, Shira. Why can't you fall down? There's this barrier. Okay. Oh, we have a sneak in our hotbar. Let's remove that. Hello, people. Hello, hello. She's just a fisher. I don't think she needs any followers yet. No need. No need. Alright. Ethernet to the Fisherman's Guild to turn in those harbor herrings. Let's turn them in. Here you go, CC Poo. Bring me 3 harbor herring, Shira. This will test both your ability to use pillbugs as bait and your ability to count. Here you go, harbor herrings. This particular variety of herring will gather in busy harbors to feed on the small sea creatures which consume the waste dumped from ships. Oh. So like shrimp. Eat the poo poo. Eat the poo poo. Alright, let's take a look at these herring. There's nothing better than salted harbor herring. Save for perhaps fried harbor herring. Or grilled. No, definitely salted. You know, in the best years of my youth, I used to use every fish I yanked. How to yield a bigger one. A good gamble until the game got gargantuan. I guess I got greedy. Where did you... Well, sometimes it's best to throw back the big ones. Good gods. What's a guildmaster got to do to garner a grain of gratitude? Acting respectable will be a start. Respectable? I sailed the seas and snared everything that swam in them. And that would mean an accomplishment. If by everything that swam in them, you meant fish and not lady divers. All you ever brought back were stories about cuirassing with trollops. Oh my gosh. He's just dancing. But chauvinism is just a red herring. The harbor herring are what's important. Namely the lesson of thinking from the perspective of the fish when selecting bait. In that regard, I can say you have truly the mind of a fish. So here's a treat. Some of it might seem like gibberish at first, but as you make observations and jot down notes, eventually all of it will be gibberish. It'll take some time to study up, but be careful not to fry your fish brain. You'll need it for your next lesson. The fishing log is a chronicle of your experiences as a fisher. Use the fish guide for fishing locations and detailed fish data, or reflect upon your accomplishments by reviewing your records. Awesome. Let's get gathering. I like more gathering. Let's get the gloves. Free gloves. Thank you, thank you. So we got a maple fishing fish log, a fishing rod, sorry, and 99 crayfish bowls. We also got more. Awesome, awesome. All the fish in the sea. I mean, that is what the fisher does, to be honest. What? Sign me in. Sign me up. All the fish in the sea. Bill's Know has news that should be of interest to any self-respecting fisher, no matter how seasoned. But if it ain't Shira, you may have just taken up your rod, but anyone can see you got the keen eye of a fisherman. And I reckon you're looking to make that eye keener still. Bigger fish, more exotic locales. Aye, that's what we all seek, ain't it? And it just so happens I can tell you how to find them. You see, the Fishermen's Guild has just finished constructing a vast boat for voyages on the high seas. As far as I know, Captain Florzagle is still looking for abandoned fishermen adventurous enough to brave the deepest fishing hole of them all. If you think you've the stones for it, I'm sure he'll be glad to take you on. Okay. Oh, where is it? Oh, we can just take the Arcanist Guild over there. Arcanist Guild. Away. Okay, let's sprint. And we got 3 different types of bait. Oh, hello people. What's this party going on? What is this party going on here? Another daring soul come to join our crew, eh? Then let me be the first to welcome you to the Endeavor. Now, this ain't your regular fishing boat. We sail it where we please, holding only the course the wind provides to us. Aye, that's the only way we can see the unseen, know the unknown. Captain Forzagle, if I may. The Endeavor is the Guild's only ship of this magnitude, and if we, as you say, sail only where the wind pleases to take us, we may not ever return to this port. The Guild may not look favorably upon such liberal use of its property. My apologies for foregoing an introduction. I'm just sent from the Fisherman's Guild to oversee this venture. Why am I here when the ship already has a captain, you ask? Well, as you may already know, members of our trade, Master a while ago, and Captain Forzagle included, seem to have difficulties managing time. I suppose the concept becomes something of an afterthought when one becomes so focused on the water's surface. Regardless, I'm here to ensure the ship adheres to its schedule, both by managing its finances and ensuring new crew members board smoothly. The Endeavor shall embark upon any number of predetermined routes, each of which to have this port as their final destination. Rest assured, if you fail to join one voyage, the ship shall return before long. The route we travel will be determined by departure time. You may speak with me if you wish to know the route before boarding. Pray bear in mind that we must keep to a strict schedule. We cannot take on more crew members after we have begun boarding, and there are no exceptions to this rule, even for captain. Aye, I hear ya. When we board the ship is when we get to the exciting part. Fishing. Here, take these lures. They're certain to attract something worth displaying on your wall, or at the very least, worth eating. Plop. What is it? Just a lure? A lure. Should be enough to last for one voyage at least. If you're looking for other kinds of bait you can buy here on the docks or on the ship, try to switch it up now and then. Because if you only use the same bait, you're only gonna keep catching the same fish, and that ain't what we do, is it? And one last thing, while dry starter. Here may be in charge of the particulars on land. Here, and once we're on the ship, it's my word you'll heed. But when I say we're fishing here or we're sailing there, I won't hear no objections. As long as we're clear on that, I believe there will be bounteous fishing for all. And with that, the endeavor is yours to board. If you wish to enter the ship, or if you'd like to learn a more detailed explanation of what it is we do, you only need ask. You got Versatile Lure. A lure developed by the Fisherman's Guild specifically for novice anglers, can be used on land or at sea. Awesome. Got some free bait. Ocean fishing unlocked. Potential crew members may register to board the Endeavor in 15-minute intervals occurring every 2 hours. However, the Endeavor will depart early if the number of crew members reaches 24. Is everybody still there? Yep. Using lures. In addition to bait, there exist several types of man-made lures. Lures that apply to your line in the same manner as bait. Fish can sense the difference between live bait and lures, therefore it may take longer for you to register a bite. On the other hand, lures can be reused multiple times, as well as employed to land prey too large for smaller bait. Being able to choose the right bait or lure for the situation is what separates the amateur from the professional. Alright. Oh, I didn't read this. Welcome to the Endeavor. Will you be boarding the ship? Yes. I regret to inform you that we are no longer recording. I have despair, however, there's always another way. Aw, well, was I too late for the 15 minutes? Do not despair, however, for there's always another voyage on the horizon. Oh man, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna be streaming for long anyways, it's okay. Dang. Lala Shira cannot speak firsthand. Okay, so since we are not at a certain level yet, so we're gonna be going to the next thing, which is we're gonna do Culinarian's Guild last. So let's do blacksmith and armor. Blacksmith and armor. Excuse me, gentlemen. He's level 9, but she can get a level very, very soon. Ba-ya, da, 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 ba-ba-ya, da, 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 ba-ba-ya. This is a great song. I like this. Excuse me. I'm here to join. Ooh, we got 2. Oh, it's okay. Blacksmith. Okay, this is a dude. Unless you're blind and deaf, I presume you've wandered into our forge of your own accord. Drawn by the siren song of our smithy's hammers, no doubt. In these here hollowed halls, Limsa's finest pound metal and all manner of tools and weapons. When I say Limsa's, I meant the whole bloody realms. Make no mistake, you need more than a big arm to join our ranks. If you got iron in your veins and the boulder's blessing, speak up. Alright, join the Blacksmith's Guild. Yes, sir. Well, you're not short on... Can we smack this man? Did he just play the short joke on Lala Shira? My gosh. But do you truly know what you're getting yourself into here, lass? Ours is a trade born of blood and brine. For as long as pirates have sailed the Rotano, smithies have forged their weapons and fitted out their ships from keel to cannon. Of course, till sea swallows all ain't just an idle saying. Brown eat through even the stoutest iron given time, and our forebears long struggled to forge more rust-resistant alloys. Looking for us, the smithies of Eld were a determined bunch, and clever too. So when they learned that the kobolds knew something of advanced metallurgy, the smithies set out to make it their own. Thanks to the kobolds' wisdom, which they generously gifted us with only the merest hint of piratey prompting, Lemons and Smithin came on leaps and bounds. It wasn't long before the Gridanians and Oldons started eyeing our knowledge like we did the kobolds, though. And so some 150 odd years ago, two particularly forward-thinking men named Theodore Nalde and Bryce Bimelli had the bright idea of establishing a respectable business. Being fair-minded fellows, they sell their wares to anyone who had coin, pirates and foreigners included. And when folks weren't inclined to pay, they made sure to remind them they hadn't completely forsaken our pirate way. Times have changed though, and we're a wee bit more willing to share our wisdom these days. The company's been running the blacksmiths and armorers guilds for years now, welcoming any soul with necessary talent and will tool. As to whether we got enough of either, well, that's for the forge master to speak to me when you're ready to present yourself to. Yes, sir. So what will it be? Reckon you got what it takes to train with the best goddamn blacksmiths in the realm? Alright, Wade the blacksmith. Randwolf wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join blacksmiths. Ah, that's the spirit. If you take any longer to decide, I've told you to bugger off no matter what you say. And have a half-hour's adventures wasting Forge Master Brithdale's precious time, see? He's got a lot of irons in the fire. That's why me and the other lads make a point of keeping owlers, imbeciles, and otherwise unqualified from getting in his way. And he wrote, it's time he went and paid your respects to the man. He's the one over yonder making a face like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, he's the man here. Brithdale. Hello. Oh. About time, Randwolf. Send me a new recruit. Ah, it's been so long. I'm Brithdale, Forge Master of the Blacksmith's Guild. If you're aiming to become a Smithy word the name, it would be my great pleasure to educate you on the finer points of the. Oh, the rest of these sour-faced bastards tell you his heart, grueling work fit only for the best. But I say, put a hammer in the hands of the villain and see what happens. What do you say, lass? Will ye swing a hammer for old Brithdale? Swing a hammer for old Brithdale? Yes, sir. Aha! I knew I'd like you the moment I set your eyes on ye. What did you say your name was again? Shira Yukitsune. The name fit for a hero if I ever heard one. In fact, I reckon I did hear it in a bard's song once. Or was it that poor sod cursing his cups at the winch? You mean Batterin? Batterin said the name? Okay. Don't matter if it was saving the world or cuckolding your husband. It's time to forge yourself a new reputation, pound out a new legend, and you can trust Ulberdale to help you do it. But there I go, putting the cart before the chocobo. Here, lass, take this cross-peen hammer. A smithy without a hammer is like me without a drink. Bloody useless. Well, don't just stand there gawping at her. Take her in your hands and have a few practice swings. Whatever you fancy. He's all yours now. What I wouldn't give be you right now, lass. Smitty never gets his first hammer. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hammer, sir. Thank you. Blacksmith unlocked. Crafting log obtained. Do we... Oh, okay, cool. And this. Our first cross-peen hammer. Forge Master Brithdale wishes to see how well you can handle your new hammer. Now there is a beautiful sight. Never forget, a smithy's hammer is her one true love. Friends betray you, lovers leave you, but your hammer never do you wrong. God, seeing me standing there reminds me of a less ill-sodden, more lady-sheep version of my younger self. Oh, I'll do it. Alright, where was I? Well, on to your task. We ain't a congregation of soft-handed scholaries here. Oh my gosh. Shira started as Arcanist. She is a scholar. Come on, she's gonna be a scholar. An Imperial one, of course. Smitty's learned by doing. Try your hand at making a bronze ingot. Any Smitty worth her salt's got to master the fundamentals. And you can't get more fundamental than that. It ain't complicated. Bronze is just copper and tin melted and down and mixed together. So you'll be needing, that's it, copper and tin ore. And seeing as most folk don't carry like that stuff around with them without reason, Smith Hammer outside can provide you some, for a price that is. What that I can sell you, though, is the fire shard you need. It ain't complicated, but that don't mean it's easy. You need to melt the metals after all. And to do that, you need to get them hotter than a bombard's backside. And that's all to it, there is to it. Think you can handle it, lass? To synthesize a bronze ingot for Forge Master Brithale, select logs from the main menu, followed by crafting log. Okay, crafting log. All disciples of the hand receive a crafting log which contains the recipes of every item they can. The crafting log can be opened by selecting logs from the main menu. To begin synthesis, you must first select the crafting class and levels to your item you wish to create. Once you have highlighted the item, confirm that you possess all the materials necessary in your inventory. If you do, select the synthesize button to begin the crafting. Make sure you have the materials ready. Okay, and we have new buttons. And we have a synthesis button. Hang on. Put back our panel. This case here. We have one basic synthesis. Let's put it here. Let's remove it. And then open logs. Okay. Be in our log. Crafting log. Go right here. Crafting log. It's gonna be a little hard, but it'll be fine. Okay, so we're gonna go buy. I guess we'll have to buy it. You have money? You do have money? There's Smith Hammer. Okay, here, take this piece. And yeah. Current stock. Okay. It's copper and tin, you said. Well, I can check in the command panel. 2 copper, 1 tin, and we need to make 1. 2 copper, 1 tin. Copper. And 1 tin. Okay. That's Smith. Crafting. Crafting is similar to battle in that various actions are used to proceed. Successfully crafting an item entails executing synthesis actions to achieve 100% progress before material durability reaches 0. Durability reaches 0 before progress that reaches 100%. The synthesis will fail and some of the materials may be lost. Items that you have successfully crafted at least once will appear with a checkmark on their icons. Crafting an item for the first time will earn you a special experience point bonus. Okay. Basic synthesis. One more time. Awesome, we're done. Easy. Easy win. Now we can turn that in. You just have to make 1. Alright. Here you go, Brithale. Remember... oh, sorry, I forgot what his voice is. Remember to make a bronze ingot. All you need is copper, tin, and a fire shard. Smith Hammer can sell you that ore, but you have to find the shard on your own. Of course, I'm telling you on this assumption that you stood to do the job. You done it already? Shows your work, for God's sakes. Alright, here's the bronze ingot. An ingot of smelted bronze. Let's take a look at it. You're alright, Les. You're into that even. You ain't done this before? Because honestly, this isn't what you expect from a venture fresh off the street. I think you might be a bleeding natural, Les. It takes just the right balance of metals to produce bronze suitable for weapons and tools. But this ingot you made me last is on the par with them as our veterans produce. You could take this down to Hawker's Alley and find a buyer in no time. Fire Guts watching over you. Ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, you got talent last, but don't let it go over to your head. I've seen plenty of folk get drunk on early success, only to puke their guts up later because they forgot that talent's worth bugger all without hard work and dedication. I'll tell you what, keep it simple for now, lass. Practice the fundamentals till you can smell bronze in your sleep. And when you gain the kind of confidence as it comes to experience, come back and I'll teach you something. The next blacksmith quest will be available from birthday upon reaching level 5. So we got bodies. We have copper ore. Problem is we still need to get tin ore if you want to still make those bronze ingots. So that's gonna be a problem. That's still gonna be a problem. But right now, he's only level 3, meaning it's time to get the next one. All right, we're gonna get the armorer next. Oh wait, this is a lady. Sound of hammering bring you from the street, did it last? It's well that you didn't invite him. But the Armor's Guild is not the place for quiet reverie. Okay, Randolph, don't look over here. Be like, oh, you're already freaking betraying the Blacksmith's Guild. Dude, come on. The clangor of metal striking metal is music to your ears. Mayhap you've the spirit of a shipwright. While you have a mind to join our guild, take it from me for that. There is no greater joy than working a shapeless lump of iron into a shining breastplate with your own hands. What say you then? You wish to join the Armorer's Guild? Yes, ma'am. Said lass. Now, we should cover a bit of guild history before forging ahead with the formalities. The armor's craft is an offshoot of blacksmithing. Time was when armors and smithies were one and the same. As years trickled by, the techniques for working sheet metal into armor plates became a specialized trade. The smithies show uncommon skill and passion for this trade earned themselves the title of armorer. Now, as you probably imagine, the skills necessary for making armor are also needed for shipbuilding. But building ships is a bit harder than knocking out simple helms, which led those armorers who were good enough to work on boats to claim the title of shipwright. Of course, it was one thing calling armorers blacksmiths and shipwrights armorers, but it was quite another to call them shipwrights blacksmiths, as building a ship and making a hatchet can be more different. It seemed as though a line needed drawn, and seeing as how Limsa was built on the strength of our navy, you can imagine why the armorers chose to cut their ties with the smithies and establish a guild of their own. Well, until you start living under one roof, then that's completely awkward. You have blacksmiths and armorers together, which is awkward now at this point. As for the smithies, well, the whole notion of the independent armorers guild never did sit well with them, and there's been a fair old rivalry between our two factions ever since, always trying to outdo each other. We are. Which is why we're ever on the lookout for a new talent to help us keep the smithy bastards in their place. Say what now? You're saying this and you're in one under one roof, and Randolph is like, don't listen to this fool. Come back to us, please. Oh my gosh. All you need to do is impress the Forge Master, and we can start you on your training. You've warned Forge Master Hananza's tongue to strip off the scales off a fishback at 40 paces, and that you won't find a fairer mistress this side of the Strait of Merthor. Let me know if you muster the courage to speak with her, and I'll see to the rest. Okay. Your mind is made up. You're ready to throw your lot in with us, armorers? Alright, Way of the Armor Wanako wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Armorers Guild. It is time you made yourself known to the Forge Master. That's no empty title, by the way. Nanza's renowned shipwright, and one of the finest crafters in Limsa. And outside, you'll find her blistering the skins of our newest initiates. Alright, Nanza, hello. Another aspiring armor, are you? Welcome, I am Hananza, Forge Master of this guild. I take it Guanaco has explained to you the history and nature of our craft. Good. I have little to add to that on that front. Save this. The life in the armor is not an easy one. Day after day you will pit flesh and blood against fire and flame, and without the passion for the forge you will fail. But passion alone will not make an armor of you. To truly master this craft you must be possessed of a will as unyielding as the metals you work. Knowing what lies before you, have you the fortitude to persevere? Have you the fortitude to persevere? Yes, ma'am. Ah, I see you have no fear of hard work. That is well. Consider your request to join the guild approved. But if you ever give me aught less than your best, you'll be out the door before you realize my boot has connected with your backside. Are we clear on that? Good. Now that we understand each other, let's begin with the basics. What is your name? Shira? Very well, Shira. This tool is called a doming hammer. Here, grip it firmly. Note its weight. Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp that hammer, Shira. Let me know if you feel comfortable with it in your hand. I'll tell you if you're holding it properly. Alright. Gotta firmly grasp the doming hammer. Not the cross peen. The doming one. Armor unlocked. Alright. Let's equip that. Very good. Let's add this to our thing. We got new synthesis. Okay, and let's put our command panel back in the hotbar so we can easily access it. Now we have basic synthesis for armor now. Different icons. Alright, Hananza. Our first doming hammer. Forge Master Hananza wishes to see what use you can make of your new doming hammer. Ah yes. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were an armorer, Shira. Of course, I do know better. Until you craft something with that hammer of yours, you'll look like a babe with a rattle to me. And I have no intention of mothering you. Make no mistake, I mean to shape you into an artisan, however hard I have to pound. Save your sweat for the forge, lass. I don't expect you to fashion full suits of plate on your first day. Pay close attention to my instructions, diligent in your work, and the skill will come in due time. Now, let's be about your first lesson, shall we? I want you to take up your hammer and make me a bronze ingot. A mundane task, I ask you, but one which every armorer must master. Bronze, you see, is the most basic material of the craft, and bronze ingots are its building blocks. It is not the strongest of alloys, of course, but it is that very quality that makes bronze so easy to shape, and the metal of choice for a novice armorer. To forge your ingot, you need to procure 2 chunks of copper ore, a chunk of tin ore, and an ice shard. The ore can be purchased from Somarib, here at the guild. The ice shard, you'll find it. You'll have to find on your own. Well, are you waiting for me to swing your arm for you? Or mayhap you would have me swing my boot? What's with Hananza and her boot? She likes to kick people. Maybe that's why she's kind of scary. Point. Hello, Lin Kawakame. Welcome. Synthesize a bronze ingot for Forge Master Hananza using 2 chunks of copper ore, a chunk of tin ore, and an ice shard. Begin crafting the process. Select logs from the main menu followed by the crafting log. I mean, you're already there. I just need 10. Hello, Summerweb. I need 10. One baby 10 ore. Okay. Alright. Bronze synthesis. Away. Easy win. Here you go, Hananza. Where's that bronze ingot I asked for? If you can't find the ore yourself, try speaking with someone up here at the guild. Well, here's a bronze ingot. An ingot of smelted bronze. Take my ingot. Complete your first task, have you? Well then, let's have a look at this ingot. Hmm. So this is the sort of quality I can expect from you, is it? For a novice armorer, this is excellent work. Excellent. Well done, Shira. Key to making good bronze is judging the ratio of copper to tin. Too much tin, the alloy becomes harder but more brittle, but also more brittle. Not the sort of material you want protecting your vital organs. Lest you forget, quality is the matter of life and death in our craft. That is why we teach our initiates the ideal metallurgic composition of every item we forge. Not that all are quick to learn. There are some who seem destined to produce mediocre results. However, painstakingly the processes are explained. Think the builder you are not one of them. I'm pleased to say that your ingot would fetch a decent price in the market. But do not let this first success make you complacent. A single bad helm will lose you more trust than 100 good ones will win. Because bad armor means dead men. It is not enough that your work be good. It must needs be consistently good. Achieving that consistency requires discipline and long hours of crafting the same item over and over, again and again. For you, this means a mountain of bronze ingots. Bronze ingots in your dreams. Bronze ingots until the process is so ingrained that you wake up and find that your pillow is an ingot you made in your sleep. When you feel you learn all that you can from forging bronze ingots, seek me out, and I will find you something else to craft. May the builder guide your hand, Shira. The next armor request will be available from Bonanza on reaching level 5. And we got ourselves another Hempen Kurta. I mean, I think it's a different color. Got mud green dye and mud green dye. Oh, they're both the same, so we're just gonna just discard it. I don't want duplicates if I can't make use of it, right? Alright, so now the next thing we're gonna do is our culinarian guild. Hello people, hello. It is raining. I mean, sure, should not go out in the rain. I don't want her to get sick, but we're gonna be inside a guild. Inside a building. Excuse me? Don't mean to step on your eggs. The Bismarck. Ooh, it's the king. The king. Alright. Who's the receptionist? You. Wait, is this a... Are you You're a lovely looking person, sir. Ma'am. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardons, good madam, but this is the Culinarians Guild. If you're here to dine at the Bismarck, one of our waiters will be along shortly to show you to your... Oh, you're not a patron? Might I assume then that you wish to become a culinarian? If so, I wholeheartedly recommend you join the Culinarians Guild, where one may learn the culinary arts under the finest chefs in all the realm. What say you? Do you wish to join the Culinarians Guild? Yes, please. Wonderful. And without further ado, I shall acquaint you with the history of our guild. As you are doubtless aware, Limsa Lominsa has long been the gastronomic capital of Eorzea. The city's rich culinary tradition is the product of a unique combination of factors. The first is our proximity to the fertile lands and plentiful seas of Bilbrand, which have ever yielded bounteous produce. The second is our standing as the realm's foremost trading port, which grants us access to not only to exotic ingredients from faraway shores, but also to foreign merchants versed in their use. We are, in short, the beneficiaries of culinary knowledge from every corner of the world. Until recently, knowledge of this kind was passed on solely through word of mouth, and was therefore susceptible to corruption and loss. But all changed when one man made it his mission to catalog every recipe of note. His name was Admiral Wolfskiff Baldwinson, also known as Mask Cleaver. The man's love of fine cuisine was such that at sea he would regularly spend as much time preparing meals in the galley as giving commands on the bridge. It was none other than he who founded the Culinarians Guild and codified cooking mythology. Today, the guild carries on Baldwinson's legacy, though the scope of our endeavors has expanded significantly. Not content with simply preserving existing recipes, we labor tirelessly to devise wholly novel culinary creations with which to delight the senses. To this end, our doors are open to folk from all walks of life, including adventurers such as your good self. One may liken our guild to the great pot of stew, and each member to an ingredient imparting a unique flavor. As with every dish, however, adding ingredients willy-nilly is certain to spoil the taste. Before you may take your place in the pot, you must be deemed a worthwhile addition by Guildmaster Linsat, a man whose passion for cookery burns hotter than any oven. Before troubling him, I must warn you that ours is a truly sweltering kitchen. As such, you would be well advised to ask yourself, can I stand the heat? If you earnestly believe that you can, speak to me once more, and I shall be glad to guide you through the enrollment process. Oh, we got someone to ask. If you'd like to join FC, looking for new and vet players to enjoy the... Nah, sorry, pal. Asking for too much. So, have you ever resolved to walk the path of the Culinarian? Alright, way of the Culinarian. Charles would have you reaffirm your desire to join the Culinarian's Guild. Wonderful. Then you must speak to Guildmaster Linsat at once. This will come to as no surprise, but he is the finest chef in Limsa Lominsa. His skill and dedication are second to none. You'll find the Guildmaster up the stairs yonder, keeping a watchful eye on his charges. Impress upon him your desire to learn, and he will surely find a place for you in his stew, by which I mean the guild. Up the stairs. Ooh, excuse me, I need me to step on your ingredients. You. Linsat. Well met, adventurer. I take it you want to join our guild. Let's have a look at you. Wow, what a wonder-fed whelp like you know about cooking. Judging by them scrawny arms of yours, you struggle to lift a spoon, never mind a skillet. I jest. It don't take muscle to become a culinarian. Else, it don't even take talent. At least not on its own. No less, more than anything else, becoming a good cook boils down to passion. You got that. There's ain't nothing you can achieve. So tell me, have you got it? Yeah, more passion, more energy, more footwork. Have you the passion to become a culinarian? Yes, sir. That's the spirit. Aye, your passion for the culinary arts is plain to see. And you'll be needing every bit of it if you want to become the master culinarian. Why, if mastery was a 12-course dinner, I already finished the soup. Make no mistake, our trade's as tough as old mutton, and passion's the only thing that gets us through the grisly bits. But enough talk. What you call yourself? Well then, Shira, welcome to the guild. To mark the occasion, I present you with your very own skillet. I ain't much to look at, but more serve a novice like yourself. Now then, let's see whether you can tell which ends which. Aye. I know I said you struggle to lift a spoon, but you won me over. Now, show me you can hold an old skillet, and I'll get you started on your first task. Take the skillet. That is now Shira's. Belongs to her now. That's it. I got Fisher, Blacksmith, Armor, and Culinarian. And of course we have more stuff in our bars and our health bar, which we need to Remove other than our control panel. Put basic synthesis over there. Oh wait, I need to remove this. Alright. My first skillet, Linsat, wants to assign you your first task. I see you're old in the skillet the right way round. Good. A culinary lives and dies by his utensils. Get that into your head before you do out else, or your food look like shite and taste worse. Now, let's see what you can do. For starters, I want you to make me maple syrup using your skillet. Recipe's as simple as they come. You only need two things, maple sap and your fire shard. Just use some sap over at the guild counter. Now time's a wasting, so get to work. It don't pay to keep folk waiting in our trade. Master Lin said to task you with synthesizing a pot of maple syrup. Commence select logs from the main menu, followed by the crafting log. Okay. We need maple sap. There you go. Jossie here. Hello, Jossie. Let's increase this. Maple sap. I don't know how much maple sap though. One maple sap. In one. There you go. Count me in. Easy. Easy peasy. There you go. Here's your maple syrup, sir. What in the seven hells are you waiting for? I tell you making maple syrup, didn't I? Well, here's the maple syrup. A sweet, dark liquid made by boiling down maple sap. Apparently I made 3 with 1 maple sap, so a lot of maple syrup. The maple syrup's ready, is it? About bloody time. Let's see how it tastes then. Oh, this ain't bad. Flavor's alright, consistency's nearly there. In short, a damn sight better than a lot of novices mad. As you probably know, maple syrup is one of the most popular sweeteners around, and a key ingredient in all manner of cakes and treats. And what you probably didn't know is that boiling the stuff down gets your maple sugar, a different sweetener with different uses. Just goes to show even the simplest ingredients can have hidden complexities. I said that earlier, a culinarian lives and dies by his utensils. But, well, that's just the half of it. He also needs to know its ingredients, and that's somewhat as only comes with experience. Keep your nose to the stove and report back when you're ripe for another task. The next culinary quest will be available from Linsat upon reaching level 5. Awesome, and we got some rock salt. And another hemp and curda, which we'll probably discard because we don't really need it. We don't need that. Get rid of it. Alright. So we are done with getting our 3 crafters and our fishing. So since we're not level 10 yet on Fisher, we don't have to progress that, but everything else we can. So right now we can switch back to Arcanist. And let's check out our room. Greetings, lads. What can I do for you this fine evening? My inn room, please. Have a nice rest. Ha ha ha. Alright, check out the crib. Let's see what we got. So sleepy. This is a sleepy tune. Alright, check one by one. We got an orchestrion. The orchestrion. The orchestrion can be used to change the music in your estate or inn room, but only if you have the first obtained song roll. Rolls can be obtained through a variety of means, including synthesis, purchase in the shops, and discovering treasure coffers. After obtaining a roll, use it to add track in your orchestrion. Accessing an orchestrion will open the settings interface. From here, you can listen to any tracks you have registered, as well as select that track to play in your estate or apartment. Shared estate background music can only be changed if you have been granted the proper authorization. A feature unique to orchestrions in estates and apartments is the ability to register tracks to a playlist. Up to 8 songs can be registered to a playlist, which can be then played in order, shuffled, or in a single track. A single track can be selected to play on repeat. Playback options for the playlist can be accessed via subcommands or the buttons found at the bottom of the playlist interface. Tracks not listed in the playlist can also be set as estate background music by using the select option at the bottom of the interface. Well, I don't have music, so this only display roles do have any roles. I have no music. I don't have music, so yeah, she doesn't have music. All right, Crystal Bell. You are not authorized to summon the aesthetician. Esthetician? Like aesthetics. Esthetician. Okay. I was like, I can't read this word. You want me to renew yourself? I think I have money. Oh, it doesn't let you cancel it? Yeah, I think I have to do it through your computer. Try refreshing. Okay. Alright, let's check something else here. Comfy feather bed. What you would like to do? Nothing. Dream fitting. Try online store gear. Log out or exit the game. Well, I don't want to log out or exit the game yet, so nothing. Other than if I do dream fitting. Going to sleep. What does this do? Oh. Gonna try on clothes. Oh, she doesn't have. Oh, shoot. What is this? Final Fantasy 13. Whoa. Final Fantasy 10. Oh, this is all the online gear. Moogle attire. She can be a Moogle. NPC attire. Look at all that. Look at all that. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that was a thing here. Oh my goodness. Fat cat attire. Ooh. I think Shira would appreciate this a lot. I think she'll like this. At least this is online store exclusive, so that means I can just get it. So yeah. Maybe this can be a community point thing. So once we get to a certain point threshold, we can get this for Shira. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Finish dream fitting and wake up. Yes. Let's get out of dream fitting. That's pretty nice. Like you can try if there's something that you want to get from the online store, if you got the sub, you can try it out first on your character while dream fitting in the game and before you actually purchase it. So you don't waste your money. Alright, the unending journey. I'm guessing this is just so you can watch the cutscene. Circus in the grotto, just a circus. Oops, I press play.
I am the waves that despair. I am the winds that guide.
Okay, what happens if I skip? Oh, it put me in the fight. No! This only plays cutscenes that we have to be in the cutscene for. Oh. But it's only for major cutscenes, though. Only for major cutscenes. Okay. Alright, the armoire. Okay, situated in your room, estate, or squadron barracks, the armoire can be used to store certain kinds of items with limited methods of attainment. These include job-specific gear, seasonal event garb, and so forth. You can determine whether or not an item can be stored in armor by viewing its item help window. Please note that only items to condition at 100% or above can be stored. Furthermore, storing an item will restart the spirit bond and condition, as well as remove customized elements such as dice and crests. So, I mean, oh, it has to be like very specific gear and stuff, I guess, which I don't. Glamour dresser. You have not yet unlocked the glamour dresser. Not yet. Okay, toy chest. You have not yet unlocked any mini games. Our mini game. You have not received approval to hire retainers. Summoning bells are used to call forth any retainers you have in your employ. Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players to maintain items in guild, as well as place goods up for sale in the market. Once you have given approval to hire retainers, speak with Friedweb in Limza, Parnell in Gridania, Kachabi in Olda, Pernilla in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kagane. Oh, that's it. That is it for her crib right here, so. I think this will be a good place to stop, to be honest. I did say I want to do the leap quests, but not this time. But yes, that's going to be it for this stream. So yeah, just to get things straight, this is just for sure to take a break, and I will probably have Shira do stuff. I'm just doing. But yes, just to recap, I already pretty much do the stream just to unlock Fisher, Blacksmith, Armorer, and Culinarian, and just to take a look at the inn room. Unlocked ocean fishing, but I will find the time to do it in the future. But yes, this will be something that I'm looking forward to do in later streams. So next stream we'll get back into MSQ, have Shira learn about guild leaves. I'll ever do that first and then get into it. We'll do that, and then yes, we'll progress from there. So that's gonna be it for now. And if Shira needs to take a break, you have a channel for redemption. Just letting you know. Check that out over there. You can pause the VOD, or pause it whenever you want on when you watch the VOD to take a look at it, or you can check in the Twitch chat, Twitch channel for the actual channel point redeems for that. Alright, it's time for the outro. So thank you all for watching. If you watch this live on stream on Twitch, thank you for watching. If you watch this on YouTube, yes, I am streaming on YouTube at the same time. So that's why in Twitch, here in Twitch, I have the exclamation point YouTube that will open the link to my YouTube channel so you can watch the live stream there. So pretty much you have two separate chats, but the only chat that's going to be pointing up here above Shira, it will be the Twitch chat. I was trying to find a way to get YouTube chat working in time. So yes. And if you're watching this stream either on as a VOD on Twitch, thank you for watching before it disappears. If you watch this, if you're finished watching this on YouTube as a VOD, thank you for watching. And as a matter of fact, continue to look for more live streams as VODs in the future so you can continue the binge. It's great, you know, like this is a good thing to learn from start to a certain point. Get there. I'm not gonna be skipping any cutscenes. I'm not gonna skip any dialogue. I'm gonna be reading it, no matter how much it's gonna pain my voice, but I don't care. This is just fun to do. And vast amount of people, not really a lot of people do this, but we'll see. But yes, next stream, get back into it. Yeah, we'll be getting back into it, alright? Anyways, thank you for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If you want to catch another stream, make sure to follow the stream. Follow the Twitch channel. If you want to watch it on YouTube instead of Twitch, your choice. Make sure you just subscribe to YouTube so you know when I do go live. I do have a Discord, but I will get back into it once I start rebuilding the community from there. But yes, mainly focus on Fantasy 14, growing as a player, growing as a streamer. Ready to teach others more about this wonderful game that I have loved playing. So this is great. I can't wait to do more of these with you all. So this is Blinky saying enjoy the rest of your night. If you're watching this, if you're watching this in the morning, enjoy, or in the afternoon, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you guys next time. Let's have Shira. Alright.